Hi everybody, quick reminder, don't forget to check out the on-screen end cards towards the end of the video, as well as the merch shelf and links down in the description below to explore my new Outcast comic book series. And I just have to say that I genuinely appreciate all of the support that's been shown for this new adventure. Now I hope you're having a great day, and let's dive in to the new Torment. Now, this individual was introduced in early 2026 as the primary antagonist of the huge Marvel crossover event from Amazing Spider-Man, Venom, Death Spiral. Torment is a hyper-lethal, calculating serial killer who has quickly ascended to the upper echelons of Spider-Man's rogues gallery. He represents a psychological and physical threat designed to be more Carnage or out-Carnage Carnage himself. And unlike the chaotic, visceral nature of Cletus Cassidy, Torment operates with a chilling, methodical precision centered around a philosophy known as the Death Spiral. Torment's defining trait is his unique approach to murder. He doesn't simply target his primary foes, being Peter Parker, Spider-Man, Mary Jane Watson, Venom, and Eddie Brock Carnage, directly. Instead, he follows a quote-unquote spiral pattern of violence. He begins by hunting down the most distant relatives and acquaintances of his targets, slowly narrowing the circle until he reaches the center, which are the heroes themselves. This strategy is intended to psychologically dismantle his victims before their eventual confrontation, forcing them to watch their extended lineage and social circles be erased one by one. Now, Torment is not a symbiote, which makes him a wild card in a storyline dominated by Clintar politics. From what we know so far, he has at least a peak human level or possibly low-level superhuman physiology, being a high-level combatant with extreme proficiency in stealth and tracking. His primary weapon is a razor whip, which he uses with surgical accuracy. But by later incorporating Shocker's gauntlets into his suit, he has effectively neutralized the primary advantage of Venom and Carnage, allowing him to fight Eddie and Mary Jane on even ground. Now, Torment's debut in Amazing Spider-Man Venom Death Spiral issue number 1 saw him orchestrating a series of accidental deaths across the country, all involving people with the last name Parker or Brock. His most shocking early move occurred in Amazing Spider-Man issue number 23, where he ambushed the classic villain Herman Schultz, aka the Shocker. Torment brutally took out Schultz, not out of malice, but because a distant relative of Shocker's mother had married into the Watson family. Yeah, dude is brutal. And following this hit is when Torment took Shocker's Vibro-Shock Gauntlets, realizing their sonic capabilities are the perfect weapon against the symbiote-bonded heroes he eventually intends to face. Other significant casualties in his spiral include Carl Brock, which is Eddie's father, and current solicitations suggesting the spiral is tightening around Dylan Brock and Aunt May. But all this being said, one of the most disturbing aspects of the character is his secret alliance with the Carnage symbiote itself. Because in a twist revealed early in the event, the Carnage symbiote had been acting behind Eddie Brock's back, feeding Torment information about Peter Parker's secret identity and the current status of Mary Jane Watson. This could suggest that while Torment is the physical executor of the hits, he's part of a larger, darker symbiosis intended to cleanse the symbiote's history of its human attachments. But who knows? I guess we'll be seeing pretty soon. Now, for his presumed powers and abilities, and his limited yet somewhat impactful influence on the Marvel Universe so far, for my 1 to 10 rating, I'll give Torment a rating of 5, which is an enigmatic rating. I hope everyone enjoyed this video. I'll talk to you next time. Be sure to like, hype, and subscribe to The New Sage.